Raynor Winn's best-selling memoir, The Salt Path, captivated millions with its emotional story of a couple losing everything and walking the southwest coast path with nothing but a backpack and a tent. But recent revelations cast serious doubt on this carefully crafted narrative. It has now emerged that during the very time Winn and her husband, known as Moth in the book, claimed to be homeless, they secretly owned a rural property in France. According to a detailed investigation by The Observer, July 2025, the couple's real names are not Raynor and Moth Winn, but Sally and Tim Walker. In 2007, the Walkers purchased a derelict stone farmhouse in the remote hamlet of Le Village du Dropt, near Bordeaux, France. Though intended as a renovation project alongside a neighboring pigeon tower owned by Tim's brother, the house was never completed and fell into decay, abandoned and overgrown. Mail Online's July 2025 report confirmed that the French farmhouse remained in the Walkers' possession throughout the period they claimed to be homeless. This directly undermines the Salt Path's central premise, that they had nowhere else to go after supposedly losing their Welsh home to a failed business investment. In truth, their ownership of a second property, albeit in disrepair, challenges the authenticity of their narrative. Local residents, such as 74-year-old neighbor Nathalie Duperant, corroborated that the Walkers bought the property and visited briefly before abandoning it. They only came back once, Duperant told Mail Online. "I had no idea they were so famous." Despite decades of neglect, the house, with its medieval stonework and rotting oak beams, still stands, surrounded by 6-foot thorns and occupied by pigeons rather than people. The Observer further revealed that the Walkers did not lose their home because of an unlucky investment, as the Salt Path claims, but because Sally Walker was accused of embezzling £64,000 from her employer, Martin Hemmings of Pwllheli, North Wales. Rather than face prosecution, Sally reportedly repaid the money, though the scandal ultimately led to the loss of their home. The controversy doesn't end with the hidden French property. Medical experts cited by The Observer expressed skepticism over Tim Walker's diagnosis of corticobasal degeneration, CBD, a condition said to leave patients requiring full-time care within 12 years. The timeline conflicts with Moth's portrayal in The Salt Path as undertaking strenuous long-distance walking more than a decade after his diagnosis. These revelations prompted a medical charity previously supporting the Walkers to sever ties with them. Despite mounting evidence, Sally Walker remains defiant. In a statement on her website, she dismissed the reports as grotesquely unfair and highly misleading, arguing that the Salt Path was never intended to cover every detail of their lives, only a capsule of time when our lives moved from a place of complete despair to a place of hope. She insisted that her husband has been under NHS treatment for CBD for years, even posting clinic letters addressed to him online as proof. Publisher Penguin defended its decision to release the book, stating it had conducted all the necessary pre-publication due diligence and received no prior concerns about the memoir's factual accuracy. Nevertheless, the discovery of the hidden French property fundamentally alters how readers interpret the Salt Path's claims of utter destitution. The abandoned French farmhouse, long unpaid for in local taxes, according to Pardian Mayor Serge Cadillo, stands today as a crumbling monument to the gap between the Walkers' public story and private reality. Far from having no place to go, they had land, property, and opportunity, a fact not shared with the millions who were sold a story of extreme hardship, homelessness, and survival against all odds.